what made you move from a Sport Lobster to the Recast concept, knowing that we'll go through the journey of Recast, but to the Recast concept of 2018?
I mean, one of the things that if we look at Sportlobster, what we did going back to the challenge that anybody has with a platform is how do you get an audience there, right? So that's why we brought on board the likes of Ronaldo and other formed other partnerships, the NBA, the NFL, exclusive content on the platform, and then promoting that off platform, drive an audience in. Like I said, fans would then pick their preferences. And all of the things that we built into the platform were to heighten engagement, increase dwell time, get them coming back more often. So you could pick what notifications you wanted to receive, whether it was when your team scored a try or at halftime. Naturally, the predictor game meant that people were coming in on a frequent basis to make the predictions and check the leaderboard with friends and so on and so forth. And so it was throughout that journey that I recognized the challenges of getting people to a platform, but also how you need to ensure that you're converting them, how you're retaining them, how do you increase the dwell time, as I just touched on. So I felt that it was inevitable, considering we were capturing all that data and driving all that engagement, that actually rights owners themselves should form a direct consumer relationship, and they should be the ones that are capturing that data and forming a stronger relationship with those fans. But also in parallel, having been really sort of my first step into the industry of sport was where I started to learn about the impact that shifting consumption and payments patterns were having on the traditional broadcasting model. And so combining those two things, I felt it was inevitable and absolutely necessary for everybody to form a direct consumer relationship. And knowing that many organizations perhaps are challenged by sort of the budgets of that, how to build the platform, how to acquire the audience, and maintain and retain that audience. But also knowing that if everybody goes direct to consumer and throws up their own platform, then actually it compounds the problem that led them to want to go or have to go direct to consumer in the first place. And so I set out to create a platform that aggregates that content, with Recast, should we call it 1.0,
Yeah.
which was Recast TV, a destination. And that's where rights owners could launch a channel, and then monetize both on demand and live content through pay per view transactions, microtransactions, call it what you will. But that all happened within that environment within Recast TV.
And that was the vision from the very start of Recast version 1.0 to like build a full end-to-end environment? Or did you originally want to be integrated on the platforms of your partners, but didn't have a chance to go that far in the collaboration with them?
No, initially the vision was to aggregate this into one destination. Of course, that's evolved now, and we've sunsetted that. Recast TV no longer exists. We're, have moved on to focus on the payment technology that we developed within that environment. Because on Recast TV, when fans joined, and there's certainly crossover and experience. My experience with Sportlobster carries into Recast TV, where users could pick their preferences and they could just jump from channel to channel, the Man City channel to the Importer channel or the Discovery channel, and access what they wanted. But when they joined Recast TV, they got a wallet. The wallet was, you could prepay as in top it up, and also you could earn value into the wallet. So if you watched an ad, you got credits. If you shared your first or zero party data, you got credits. And if you promoted content, let's say I see a clip from Man City and I sent it to you and you watch it, I would get value into my wallet as well. So it was really the whole purpose of creating the platform in the way that we did was to try to remove friction as much as possible and make it as easy for people to dip in and out of what they wanted without having to subscribe to a platform or to subscribe to a specific channel, and using the balance in their wallets, whether earned or purchased, they could just pay for what they wanted when they wanted, and that value would go and directly to who the media owner was that was obviously making that content available on the rules that they set, at the price they wanted and such. So.